Hello everyone, today I'm going to analyze and explain some of the things that you may find difficult to understand in a up in a new 8-minute Black Myth Wukong gameplay trailer. Yeah, and here we go. I'm going to pause a lot. So if you haven't watched this video, go watch it and come back. And I'm going to talk about some of the Chinese stuff because yeah, there are no English version as far as I can see. So I'm going to translate that for you and explain some of the things I have observed. Maybe you haven't picked it up. I hope you have, but if you haven't, I'm going to explain it. And here we have the bug, the cicada, basically from the first trailer in 2020, and and here we have the skills 1, 2, 3, 4, just according to your keyboard. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the first one is just turning back to the monkey form. Okay, here we have a battle. Okay. Oh, and here we have the item bar. Item bar, basically you can use your scroll, your middle mouse scroll to go through this and use Q to use it. Press Q to use it. Yeah. Oh, here is an important thing. As you have seen, now the bar fills up as you attack your enemy. But in the previous trailer last year, uh, you get a dot here when you like perfectly dodge enemies' attacks. So now that's changed. You have to attack the enemy to accumulate this bar, or you use some of the items, some of the herbal medicine to fill this up. Yeah. Okay. Here here took he just took a sip from the gourd, and now we can see he can move and use gourd. And from the previous trailer last year, he did a circle around himself and used the gourd. Oh, and we had the perfect dodge. They had they had that voice. Woo! Yeah. And here we have the clones, the monkey clones. From the first trailer in 2020, he had a bunch of clones, very a lot, just yeah. And now there are only four, but it seems that they can take a better hit, a harder hit. Yeah, it seems that they can take a harder hit, and we're just gonna run. Yeah, and here we are out of the battle, and we pick something up. So this is the first. These are the first characters in Chinese. Yeah, 子之 basically means some type some type of herbal medicine. Oh, and here we have let me okay. So you basically press E to light an incense, okay? And that's what he is going to do. Yeah, just to watch that beautiful animation. So he basically picks one of his hair and turns it into an incense and light it up. Yeah, very cool. And the flower blossoms and the windbell chimes. Pretty. Okay, and here we have a few Chinese words and a sentence. So the first line, 苍狼岭, this means Gray Wolf Forest. So this is basically a location. Yeah, Gray Wolf Forest. And the second line is a sentence, obviously. 回复周身状态兼补满葫芦，与此同时会重新引出山中妖怪。So this means refresh yourself, recover, and refill your gourd. Yeah, refill the gourd, and at the same time respawn all the enemies in the mountain. Yeah, all the enemies, all the monsters. So that's what this line means. And then we have four words. Okay, the first one means rest. 调息 means rest. And the second one, 缩地. Literally, it means uh, tunnel into the ground. So I'm assuming, I, I'm assuming this is some kind of teleportation mechanics. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing at. Okay, and the third is 修行. Its its literal meaning is cultivation. If you have known 仙侠 or 武侠, you know what cultivation means. And here I'm assuming it represents the level up function, the level up function. Okay, and the fourth is just leave, 离开, leave, and we're gonna rest and we're gonna leave. Okay, and now we're going to pick up some more herbs. Oh, and now we have the monologue in the air. Yeah, on our head, above our head. And we pick some other types of herbal medicine. Ginseng, actually. And we're going to talk about that monologue later. And now we pick an enemy up. Yeah. Okay. Fight, fight, attack, attack. Mm-hmm. 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 It's not going good, man. Okay, gourd. Oh, trapped. Okay, here we have another Chinese character. This means poison. Okay, poison. But I'm assuming you have guessed that. Ooh. Oh, that perfect dodge. Look at that. And now the perfect dodge is just so smooth. Okay. Some ultimate power. Okay. So we have seen this skill. It's not actually a skill, but some type of action. Because you don't use the skills, but some type of action. You extend your pole, your staff, or but in the previous trailer, when you are extending the staff, the the staff will bend, but now it's straight. I think it it better shows how hard it is, you know. And now we have here 灵运 and this icon. Remember this icon. And here we have T, press T to check. Okay, to check. And yeah, 游记 basically means notebook. So notebook written. Okay, So this basically means you have defeated this monster, and the information have been written in your notebook, and you can press T to check that. And here we have the experience bar, so we have levels. Yeah, we have levels. And here is just mountain ginseng, basically. Okay. And then we are going to get into the UI. That's a big part. Okay, here we go. So first things first, the this icon, remember it? Okay, remember it? This icon, 灵韵, and here we have 灵韵. So this basically, I think this means this is some kind of currency. That's what I'm guessing. I'm not completely sure, but yeah, you can take your guess. And this thing, I don't know. No. Yeah, no theory. And this thing is just level 15. And here, the hit points, the mana, the stamina, the attack power, the defense, and these four are just some other stats. And here, here we have A, D to shuffle this up. Okay, to you know, uh, the first is 本事. 本事 basically means abilities, and the second is 神通. 神通 means skills, basically. In a very basic sense, means skills, and it could it could mean more, but I don't fully know how to express that in English. And here we have 披挂. 披挂 basically means equipment. Yeah, you know that. And the fourth is 行囊. 行囊 is your backpack. And here 游记, we have talked about that. That's the notebook. Uh, and the final one, 设置 means settings. Okay, 设置 settings. And here we have the controls, V, R, E, and right mouse button. Okay, V here we have 详情 means description, details. So if you click V, you press V, you get the description of this weapon or your other equipment. And if you press R, it it means unequipped. 卸下 means unequipped. E, and here is 确认 means confirm, and right mouse button 返回 means go back or cancel. Okay, and the next, okay, here we have 行囊 backpack, and from Z to C, the first is this means 药, this 药材 means herbal medicine. Yeah, herbal medicine or medicine materials. Okay, 药材 medicine materials. And the second one, I'm guessing, is some type of medicine capsules. Basically, in ancient China, uh, these capsules are made into a globe, a very round globe, a little globe, yeah. And you take that. Not like the modern ones, it's some kind of mm, other shape, yeah. And the third, the fourth, I don't really know what that is. And the final one is a scroll. This scroll, mm, I think it means some. I think it contains like messages or information or books you pick up in the maps. Yeah. So here we have the different types of medicine, and you can notice that they have different colors of background. Okay, the green, the blue, the purple. So that basically means the rarity, and we'll get into that a bit later. Okay, first thing, here we have 随身之物. 随身之物 means things you take with you. Okay, 随身之物 things you take with you. So I'm guessing this basically means if you have these words above your item, then it means you can take them, you can put them in your item bar, equip them in your item bar, and you can use them in combat. But if it don't have these words, then you can't equip them, like some type of information or books, things like that. Yeah. And here we have 持有. 持有 means now you have, or with you. Yeah, you have 5 out of 5. And 库存 means here 库存 means storage. And 血妻子, it's just some kind of herbal medicine. I don't know a lot about medicine, so if you know about it, then you probably know what it is already because this shape is very unique. Yeah. And here we have 精良. So this basically means the rarity. It describes the rarity. So it basically means rare or good, something like that. So, and before this, we also have our equipment. They are also in colors of background, the the green color, the blue color, the purple color, basically from green to blue to purple. Every gamer knows that. And wait a minute. Okay. And here we have the effects of this uh, of this type of medicine. So it means uh, it is 缓慢恢复生命. It means continuously recover hit points. Yeah, continuously recover your hit points. And here we have the description. I'm not going to translate that because it is a little bit complex. Yeah, and it's just some random description like regular medicine and some other prescription thingies, I think. Yeah, prescription type of types of things. Yeah, yeah, you know that. And we have the journal, basically journal. Yeah. And here we have the first row and the second row. The second row is easy to toggle. Um, I think the first row basically means the minor enemies, and the second row means the bosses. Yeah. And here we have a lot of words. So I'm going to summarize this for you, but I'm not going for word. Yeah. So the first one is basically means gangster leader or mob leader, something like that. Uh, so it tells a story that this young man used to be a, a leader in basically in martial arts training school. Yeah, he used to be a leader in a martial arts training school, and his father was alcoholic, and he got into trouble and went into jail, and he and his mother uh, were left alone to rely on each other. And now, and now the things are getting harder and harder for this family, and to to support this family, he had to do absolutely everything to earn money, basically. And when the village people know about this, they say that he is a good man, a good son, basically. And then next year or some years later, uh, it was a bad year. Yeah, no crops were growing, and they had to basically seek help from other relatives. But when they were on the road, they got cut off by a bunch of bandits. a bunch of bandits. Yeah, bandit leader. Bandit leader. Sorry about that. Bandit leader. So when they were on their way to seek help from relatives, they got cut off by bandit bandits. They got cut off by bandits, and all these people are very nasty. Basically, they don't argue with you. They don't talk with you. They just ask for money, but they didn't have money. So yeah, they had to basically kneel and ask for mercy. And these bandits, no, they don't care. They just want money, and so they wanted to kill them. And the young man basically thought, well, we're going to die anyway. And then he grabs one of the swords and killed his mother. Yeah. And then he joined the bandits. So that's basically what it means. Then he joined the bandits. And from then, he was a bandit. Yeah. And people start to hear things about that. And village people start to call him like a bad son and other nasty things. Yeah. And a few years later, a mysterious thing happened. These bandits were killed off in a single night. Some say that some other heroes have come here to wipe them out, and some other people say there are monsters in the mountains and they have killed the bandits. So it's just a cycle of karma, and no one can get the story straight. So they basically start they basically forget about it. And then one day someone ran out of the mountain covered in blood, say that he went into a very strong bandit. He doesn't look like a man, he doesn't look like a monster. He's like something half in between. And this bandit is basically in the middle of the road and stopping everyone and asking for money. Yeah. Uh, and he said this bandit looks a little like that bad son. Yeah. And this bad son is talking about relieving other people from this world. So that's basically this story. Okay. So bandit leader. Yeah, that's just a minor enemy. And that's his backstory. And here we have a few lines of poem, Chinese poem. So, but I'm not going to translate that for you because I think you know what translating poems would require. That's hard and it takes time. So what it says in the poem is said in the story. Yeah, the poem is basically a synopsis of the story. Okay, and that's the first one. The second one, uh, 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 shit. Okay, wait for me a moment. Okay, guys, we are back. Okay, and now we have sorry, now we have wolf, Hufa. Let me check. Wait for me. Wait a moment. Okay. So 护法, 狼护法, basically means some type of wolf, but he's higher in the rank of the wolf gang. Okay, and here we have the wolf servants. Here is the wolf soldiers, basically wolf guard, and he's higher rank than him. Yeah, and this story is about uh, things about this wolf, and the first it tells that wolves are very strong and resilient and are united in groups. But people who don't like wolves think they are uh, cunning and traitorous. And and here we talk about dogs. Dogs are smart and cute and very agile and loyal. But some people still think they are very like low, like uh, just not good. Because in Chinese, you can basically use dog to curse someone. Yeah, and that basically means you are low-born or you're mudblood, something like that. Yeah, very very nasty. And there are some different there are some different individuals in the wolf monsters. Uh, uh, and here we have Ling Xuzi. If you recognize the characters, you will remember that they come from the first trailer in 2020, and that big wolf is Ling Xuzi. Okay, I'm going to call him Big Wolf because Ling Xuzi is a name too complex to translate. I'm going to call him Big Wolf. Okay. Although Big Wolf uh, takes some type of primitive social structure within his gang, and a lot of wolves just follow him and live with him in the outer area of the mountain. But some type of wolf monsters who are exceptional in the martial arts got promoted to guards, basically. Got promoted to guards, and they wear yellow armor, yellow armor, and they guard the back entrance of the mountain. Yeah, the back entrance of the mountain, and then they don't have to like go out and scout and live a life that's relatively harder, so they can mm, basically live in caverns in the mountain. So where they are guarding, yeah. So that's a nicer life. And one day in a monastery, when the monsters are drinking, and they start to complain. Those who are guarding their those who are guarding the mountain, they're scouting the mountain. They complain about the how hard it is. You have to go out in the sun. You have to go out in the rain, and there are different types of dangers. And those guarding the caverns complain that you have good environment in the caverns, yes, but you have lesser freedom because you have to take orders from your superiors, and that's just a whole lot other mess. Yeah. So they talk about their own bitterness and envy others' lives. And here we have a contemplative uh, paragraph. Uh, so they're basically there are there are nothing in the world that takes everything. Yeah, there are no work, no job in the world that just take every benefit. And if you if you only look at other people's good side and look at your own bad side, then how are you going to enjoy the moment? So that's the paragraph. Okay, so you understand the story. I hope you understand. I hope I really uh, convey that to you. I'm not doing a really good job, but I'm trying. And here we have 1000. So you see the picture, right? If you recognize this picture, you can remember that it comes from the second trailer. The second trailer being from the year of the rat to the year of the ox, and Game Science had a celebration trailer, and in that trailer, this type of monster appeared because the monkey can transform into this type of monster, and also this transformation also appeared in the later part of this video. We'll talk about it later. Yeah, and here we have 1000, basically just a rock. Yeah, rock thingy. And here it's a whole other story. Okay, bear with me. A whole nother story. Mm, there used to be an academic who a scholar who or writer or something like that, and he likes to brag, he likes to show off, and he loves his paperweight. Yeah, you heard me right. Paperweight. 正纸 means paperweight. He loves his paperweight, his unique collection of paperweight. And whenever he has guests, he will show it off. And the guests are saying the rock material of this paperweight looks kind of mundane, normal, and there's nothing special about it. And the scholar heard about it, and he had to come up with some kind of uh, unique story about this paperweight. So he tells that when he was young, he loved to travel, and one day, when he got very tired, he lied down on a rock, a big rock, to rest, and he fell asleep on it. And during the sleep, he felt the rock behind him starting to move. Then he opened his eyes and he saw the rock was littered with skulls. Yeah, littered with skulls. And this rock was standing up, and the legs, and he could saw the legs. It's basically like a human being, except the upper part. And he was terrified. He know it was ominous, it was bad, so he started to run for his life. And he didn't know how long he ran, and but in the end he came to a very remote valley, and from the far distance he could see a very skinny monk, and this monk was basically sitting atop of, of a bunch of rocks. And this scholar was very feels ve- feels very weird, and then he plan to run back, but this rock thingy behind him was chasing him, so it was like he was down for. But then the rock behind the monk started to standing up, and the rock thingy chasing him. Oh, no, no, no. The rock behind the monk started to standing up, and this rock thingy behind the monk had two more arms than this rock thingy. So this rock behind the monk splashed this rock thingy into pieces. Yeah, basically that. And this paperweight finally comes to paperweight. And this paperweight comes from the debris of their fight. Okay, so that's the story about this paperweight. And then when the guests heard about it, they were laughing. Yeah, they were laughing at him. They thought the scholar was taking his dream into a real thing. and he just came up with the story to like look good, to like look cool, and the scholar was very upset. But this guest didn't care about it, and later he just started to doubt the truthfulness of this story himself. Yeah, and he started to like dislike this paperweight himself. And another another amount of time later, he put this paperweight away and never took it out again. Yeah. So that's basically the story of this scholar and his paperweight. And how he got this paperweight is related to this rock thingy. Okay? So that's the story. And here we have the monster we just vanquished. The monster we just vanquished. Okay? This basically means little ginseng monster. Yeah, that's basically it. And that's not a very accurate translation, mind you. Uh, I'm sure Game Science will have a very accurate translation when the game comes out, but I'm just trying my best, and I don't have a script. I haven't translated this beforehand. I'm translating this as I am reading. So yeah, that will lead to a lot of inaccuracies, but the basic plot is accurate. And here we have the story about this little ginseng monster. And so here it says ancient article writes about how you can extend your life if you take ginseng. So the people likes to the people like to take ginseng, especially that kind of old ginseng, as old as you can get. The older, the better. The older, the longer you live. Okay, that's basically the thing about ginseng. Yeah. I'm not sure ginseng means the same thing in the Western world, but uh, I s- yeah, I'm just gonna call it ginseng. If you have another reference to ginseng, just take it as some uh, other type of reference to this creature, this kind of let me show you. So this is ginseng in Chinese. Okay, ginseng in Chinese. Uh I don't quite accurately know the official medical name of it, but just bear with me. Okay, bear with me. Ginseng. Let's call it ginseng. And here we have the story about the little ginseng monster. And some scholars don't think taking ginseng can extend your life. They think although ginseng has some type of medical capabilities, they are also quite poisonous. So uh, the reason people take ginseng seriously and think they can extend their lives is because ginseng is born like a human. This type of herbal medicine looks like a human, so people like to take that. They think, yeah, it looks like a human. I take this, I can extend my life as a human. Yeah, so that's basically the background. And and no matter what the background says, those people who pick ginseng for a living, they can pick ginseng and sell to others. There are always those who pick ginseng for a living. Okay, and in the valleys, these little ginsengs especially fear some type of footsteps. Okay, this type of footstep is made by these ginseng pickers. Okay, they step on the rock, on the leaves, on the mud, and they have this special type of footwear, this type of shoes that when they step on the rock, the leaves, the mud, they make this kind of sound. Okay, it's very creepy, very nasty. And with every sound, this little Jensen can hear his brothers and sisters got picked off, get got picked away. Yeah. So only remaining are them who are like too small to get picked. If you know about like plants, like fruits, you want it to grow and pick them later. So that's basically what it means. Uh, so they are too small to get picked. Uh, although uh, these ginseng pickers will mark them with a strand of red string, a red string, and then they can come back to pick them up when they grow up. So yeah, that's basically the second paragraph. And the last paragraph, so the time flies. Yeah, time flies. And then one day, the familiar footstep, uh, so this Jensen start to hear this familiar footstep, and he could roughly tell that this man is about the great granddaughter of the last man who picked his brothers and sisters. So that's a lot of years. And the footsteps are very quick and hurried. And he think, yeah, he basically he could have saw the red strand. And what a pity! He picked up the red strand. The ginseng picker picked up the red strand, and it was attached to a skeleton. Yeah, it was attached to a skeleton. And this ginseng picker was about to curse about, yeah, you know. And then he heard the mud behind him. The mud behind him was starting to making sounds. And then when he turned back, he saw a giant monster going up from the surface. Okay, so he just ran. Yeah, ran for his life. And while running, he was shouting like the monster was going to eat him. Okay, so that's basically the whole story. I hope I convey the meaning of the story. Eh, I'm a mess. It's not very not very fluent, I know. Sorry. Here we go. Okay, the latter part is easier, a lot easier. And here we hear the monologue. You can hear the monologue, and in Chinese, it actually gives you some kind of indicator, some kind of advice, but it's in ancient, archaic Chinese. So modern Chinese, modern people, some some Chinese don't understand that. Some understand, yeah. But that's basically what it means to give you some kind of indicator in the air. He's talking, and to tell you that this waterfall is false. It's a facade. Yeah, you can't break it through. So that's basically what the monologue means. And you can go through this part. Okay, I'm going to slow it down. And here we have E. E, press E. Okay, press E to get in. Ah, no need to pause there. Sorry. Whew. And here comes a boss fight. Okay, so this scene, if you remember, it comes from the ear of the rat to the ear of the ox. That trailer, that scene. Yeah. Here we have a dragon. We have a dragon. Okay, here we go. So this 首领 means boss. Okay, 首领 boss. And here is his name. His name is 赤然. So 赤 basically means red, and 然 means beard. Yeah, basically beard or mane, if you may. So definitely some type of hair. Yeah, red mane, red beard. Yeah, things like that. And you can see the red beard. Yeah. Whew. I'm going to relax a little bit, just let you watch this. I'll talk when I need to. Oh, this this perfect dodge is just so satisfying. The sound, the movement, so smooth. Oh, and here we have the counter attack, the third skill. Look, down, down. So that's basically, if you remember the first trailer in 2020, the first trailer, uh, uh, when he was fighting the fire wolf, when he was fighting the fire wolf, he used this skill twice to uh, uh, to to kind of withhold the attack. And now the how do I say this? It's just different. It looks different because this skill in the original Journey to the West, it means it it is 钢筋铁骨, and it literally means metal bone. Yeah, metal bone, something like that. Metal bone, yeah, and metal muscle, things like that. So now I think it's more accurate to the original text because you can see he turn he turns into some kind of very hard metal and stops moving. Yeah, and stops moving. Turns into hard metal and stops moving. And you don't take damage when you are in that state. So that's the third skill. Okay. Okay. Take that gourd. Oh shit. Take it again. Yeah, take it again. Ah, it's so smooth. Woo! 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 It's so smooth. Oh, and here we have the second skill. Here we have the second skill. Look, second skill. If you remember this skill from the first trailer in 2020, so it's basically the first skill he used in that entire trailer when he was fighting the first enemy. When he was fighting the first enemy, he used this skill to freeze that enemy. And here is a revised version of that skill. And now you can cast it while you are moving. And in that 2020 trailer, you have to like do a pose to use this skill. And now it's different. And I think that makes the whole combat much more smoother. Yeah, look, it's very smooth. And here we have a character. We have a character above his head. So this character basically means freeze. Basically means freeze or hold, freeze, stop, pause, things like that. Okay. And if you remember Sekiro, if you have played Sekiro, when you die, there is a large dong, and that character means death. Okay, if you died, that dung large character means death. And when you are getting attacked by enemies and you get that indicator to show you the danger, that character means danger. Yeah, it means danger. These two characters in Sekiro both come from Chinese. Yeah, okay. Oh, so smooth. So satisfying. That perfect dodge. So satisfying. And here we have the rock thingy, if you remember. Okay, the rock thingy. It's very funny. You can sense it in the music. It's very funny. But it also does a lot of damage, you will see. Oh, missed it. Try again. Bam. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Oh, going off. One last hit. Bam. Yeah, very effective. Oh, so that's basically the first skill. The first skill is a transformation. So yeah, let's get back. So the first skill is a transformation. You can see the others are white background, and this is kind of golden background. So it's a transformation. But from from the start of the trailer, you can see he transformed from the cicada to the original monkey form, and this transformation button looks the same from here. From here. Yeah, looks the same from here. It's just the CD is filling up. Yeah. So I'm guessing the transformation into a bug, into cicada, into stealth mode, basically doesn't require a skill. It requires a specific button to turn yourself into stealth mode. And also, these stances in the bottom right, when you change stances or do like when you extend your pull and hit, that doesn't require skills either. Yeah, so that's just some basic information if you haven't thought about it before. Yeah, and now we are back into monkey form. Oh, getting hit. Ooh, take the board. And here he is going to take the herbal medicine. So this herbal medicine basically fills up his dots. Yeah, fills up these dots and he can do a power attack. White, white, orange, and red. And wham! But he got cut off by the boss. You know how it is. And here I'm going to talk about the thing he took. Okay, you can see it in the UI menu. Let's get back in the UI menu. A little before, a little, a little, a little. Okay, here you can see in the UI menu 55115555. So I think this basically means what you can take per rest, what you can take per rest with you. And here you have the storage. When you rest, you fill up your your backpack with your storage. So you can't take everything with you basically, and you can use a certain amount of items during two rests. Yeah, and this is the item he took in the later part when he filled up his dots. Yeah, you can only take one, so it's a very rare item. Sorry. Yeah, just took it. Took it. Fill up the dots, and bam! Woo! Uh, Death. You are dead. Okay, these two characters, I think you know, but they are Wukong. Okay, Chinese characters. Wukong. And this is 黑神话. 黑神话 means black myth. Okay. And the monster, the boss, is defeated by a different monkey. Not a different monkey, the same monkey with a different equipment. Yeah. And here we have this. So I'm guessing this is a new staff, a new weapon. Yeah, basically it looks like the staff he already has, and it's filled with like electrical energy. So it's basically electrical staff, some type of, yeah. And then the website, and that's it. Okay, thank you for watching. I'll be doing other the other video, the cutscene video. Okay, please check that out and like this video and subscribe and put your comments in the comment section below. Share your thoughts with me and talk about the plot. If you have uh if you have things that you agree or disagree with me in the video, please share your thoughts in the comment section below. Okay? Thank you. This is my first try to record things like this. Hope you like it. Hope you like it. Thank you. Goodbye.